Well, it's the Lexus Melbourne Cup.
It's a race that's steeped in history. Every single one talks about winning it. Trainers, owners, jockeys, it's always the race they want to win. It's on a different pedestal to any other race you ride in. With horses growing up, so it took a little while to get into it. I wasn't a natural born jockey at the start, it took me a while to get going. I used to go to the races every week, and although I'd never ridden, I loved the whole concept of horse racing, loved watching it, the tactics and all that sort of stuff. It's a hard experience to top, and the first one will always top the second one. I always say that that's the real feeling of pulling your horse up, pony rider leaves you, it's just you and the horse by yourself, and then when you come back and the whole Flemington crowd are screaming for you to come back to scale, that's a feeling that you'll be very hard to top in your life, and I haven't topped it and I don't think I will. Everyone just seems to get around it. Every Australian, whether they're in horse racing or not, seems to get around it for that day. Everyone recognise it. If it was any other trophy, no one would know what it is, but everyone recognises they want a picture. It means a lot.
The Melbourne Cup is an iconic trophy. Having our gold from Mount Rawdon be used to make that cup in our last year of operations is something really special. My name's Ben Young. I'm the General Manager at Evolution Mining's Mount Rawdon operations. Mining's been happening here at Mount Rawdon since 2001. We're very proud of and well supported by the community in which we operate. For them to be able to watch the Cup this year and know that the gold that's in it has come from their region is something they can be really honoured by.
A lot of our workforce is local, so it's a really big deal for us to be part of something that's such an Australian icon. Really cool that we can bring this to site and see where our gold's actually going as well.
It's awesome. You're part of something so big.
See something in its end result like that is just, it's amazing.
How amazing it is to know that something that they carried in the back of their dump truck could have come from this.
It means a job well done. It's a bit of a sense of achievement, really.
The bars go in the safe until the delivery date. That's then shipped to ABC Refinery.
ABC receives unrefined metal from the mines in a form of doré bars, then melts the metal into a homogeneous sample. The metal's then tested for its purity and refined using a variety of processes to produce 4 nines pure Australian ABC gold. This gold is then alloyed to 18 karat yellow gold and fabricated into components to the VRC's exacting specifications within tenths of a millimetre before it heads to the goldsmiths at WJ Sanders for final assembly and finishing.
The 18 karat yellow gold arrives at WJ Sanders in various forms, primarily in sheet and in wire. We start with a square sheet of gold, a little bit over 1 kilo in weight, and from there we cut a disc. We then spin that disc by hand against what's called a chuck. And so over a period of about 3 days of spinning, we slowly form that metal against that chuck until it forms that iconic shape we all know. It's in the DNA of the nation. So every year that we make that Melbourne Cup, every one of us has a moment where we stop and we just pause and, in some cases, realise what we've got in front of us. To be able to make the trophy, and that's what it is, it's the sporting trophy in Australia that stops the nation, is a remarkable privilege. That plays into the whole community aspect of the Melbourne Cup. You know, whether it's the miners that are mining the gold out of the ground, whether it's the chemists in the lab that are checking the gold, whether it's the metallurgists, the fabricators, or our artisans here at WJ Sanders. Many people have a hand in bringing this trophy to the race every year, and I think that's why when the cup arrives in a town, no matter where it is, that whole town stops. They all want to see the cup, people want to hold the cup. They want to hold a bit of racing history, they want to hold a bit of gold. It's that simple. You know, whether you're overseas and you're all Aussies in a pub having a beer and watching the race, whether you're in a country town or whether you're in a major capital city, it stops the nation. And that's the thing that is so incredible about the Melbourne Cup, and that's why we feel so privileged to be involved in making it.